Western Australia. So I'm going to start off this video with a little bit about an episode that we had just as we were leaving Kununurra. We heard some funny noises coming from the brake on the, or coming from the wheel on the passenger side of the caravan, and just as we came into the caravan park at Kununurra, it was making a clunking, metallic clunking sound, which didn't sound good. So we pulled over and we tried to replicate it, but we just couldn't get it to do it again. And I thought, oh, it was just a stone sitting in the brake drum or something like that. And when we left, once again we tried to replicate it, couldn't get it to replicate. So we thought, no, it was just a stone. And then as we got down the road a bit further, we realised that the caravan brakes weren't working. I normally do a test with the red up brake controller. You just push the button and you should feel the brakes come on. And it wasn't doing that. So we pulled over and had a close look and noticed that the electronic stability control warning light was flashing, and then also that the red up brake controller was flashing a fault code as well. So not looking good. So you'll see a bit of video there as we're doing a bit of investigation, see if I can find a loose wire or a broken wire or something. But we decided not to continue down to Broome, but to go back to Kununurra and get someone to have a look at it. And that's where the fun began.
Always something going on when you have a van, a house or whatever. And today our little problem as we leave Kununurra is, what's our problem, Andrew?
The brakes aren't working.
The brakes aren't working. The car brakes are working, but the caravan brake system's not working. This red light is meant to be green, but it's not. Okay, it's looked like it's back to Kununurra we go.
Back to Kununurra we go. So there's something going on with the brakes. Got a funny feeling that it might be something to do with the drum brakes on the passenger side. There's something rattling around in there that might have broken a wire or something. So yeah, I don't know how to pull them apart, whether they're easy to pull apart or not.
Anywho,
Have to think about that. Okay, well, back to Cunners. So back in the caravan park at Kununurra, I got a list from the caravan park owners with about 25 caravan service people for air conditioning and brakes and gas and you name it, a whole bunch of them there. So I set about ringing all of these guys, mechanics and tyre people and brake people. So I made 14 phone calls to see if I could get someone to have a look at the van. The earliest I could get someone was a guy said that he could fit me in about 4 weeks. But it was dealt with a proviso saying that really all depends on how well the jobs go that he's got happening at the moment. Other than that, everybody was between 6 and 8 weeks, which was quite shocking actually. So I then rang Broome and a couple of trailer repair people in Broome, and I've got a guy that was able to have a look at it in a couple of days' time, obviously in Broome. So we decided that we would push on down to Broome, and once we got going, I did a couple of tests with the car at 100 kilometres an hour just to see how quickly I could pull it up, and it seemed to be quite manageable. It really wasn't that bad at all. In fact, it was pretty good, to tell you the truth. So we decided that we'd push on down to Broome, take our time, so we took a couple of days to get down there, and once we got down to Broome, checked into the caravan park, and the guy came around the next day and discovered that we had actually snapped the bracket that the electromagnetic magnet is attached to, and that's what activates your brakes. So you have a look at the footage, you'll see what I mean. But it's just one of those things. You see all these videos of people out camping and caravanning and touring around Australia, and they have a great time, but don't be fooled by that. Things are always going wrong. I get to the point, if I hadn't had something go wrong in a couple of weeks, I'm starting to get a bit worried about what it's going to be, because things always happen. You spend, I'd say, 50% of your lay time just fixing stuff up. screwing it back to the wall or tightening nuts or gluing stuff together or whatever. There's always something that needs some maintenance done to it or repairs done to it. So even though we've got probably about 30 odd videos now, and looks like we had a fantastic time and nothing ever went wrong, don't be fooled by it. There's always stuff going wrong. You need to have a really good toolkit and some screws and nuts, just an assorted mix of them. You don't need many of them, only 1 or 2 of each, a dozen different sizes, because you're always going to need them. But that's just the joys of being on the road. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid. You'll see a little bit of our repair and maintenance going on, and what else? A little bit of Lake Argyle, a little bit of Broome, Bard Creek. We went up there. That was terrific. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid. Catch you later. So our brake saga continues. So as it's turned out, we were right. So it was the magnet that had come loose, or the wires are broken. So in fact the whole magnet had torn loose. I'll take it around the other side and show you what it was. So this is the good one. So what had happened, you see that's the magnet just here, and then there's an arm there. You can see an arm with a little spring on it that the magnet sits on. So that little arm, so this little arm here has completely snapped off on the other one, and the magnet's been rattling around loose inside the drum. Luckily it hasn't done any damage to the outside part, but apparently you can't replace just the swing arm, you've got to replace the whole assembly, which is no good. I'm sure it'll be cheap, but anyway, there you go. So the actual cause of that, no one's really sure. But now our mechanic guy, mobile trailer bearing guy, has gone off to see if he can get a new brake assembly for us, so we can refit it there. Also notice when we pull this apart that the bearings were dry as well, and they should have been serviced at the 10,000 kilometre service, but we are suspicious that that didn't happen, since they're quite dry, and that's not good. So anyway, there you go. Hopefully we can get a part and we can get back on the road again next week. So what do you reckon, Lise? You can fix it?
Yeah, not a problem. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm just Googling it now.
So there we go. There's the new one in place there, and I think it was $350 fitted for the new drum assembly.
Just that, and 200 for the...
And 200 for the service, so it's $550 all up. The service includes repacking the bearings. Expensive little exercise. Here's our guy, Shane, Mobile Wheel Bearing Services. If you're in Broome and you need some work done, he's a good bloke. Give Shane a call, he will help you out. We are back here up on top of the ridge walk at Lake Argyle. Excuse me. Just enjoying the sunset and having a nice cold beer and enjoying the view of the lake and the dam. It is just so beautiful up here. I'd love $1 for every time I've said those words in the last 6 months. The sun is just going down through the branches of that beautiful tree. I'm not sure what sort of tree it is, but it's just stunning. So here we are at Bard Creek. So we've come down just to get out of the caravan park for a day, get away from the speedway, I think, probably more than anything. We've borrowed a swag. Our niece and her husband, Jesse and Leon, have lent us the swag for the night. So this will be the first time we've ever slept in a swag, so we're looking forward to that. And it's quite a warm day, about 33 degrees, but there is a lovely breeze blowing, which is probably interfering with the mic right now. But we're waiting for the low tide, which is at 3:30, and we'll have a little bit of a fish, but we've already been warned that there is a crocodile swimming along the beach here. It's about 3.5 meters long, they reckon, so it's quite a big croc. Haven't spotted it yet. It was only meant to be a couple of 100 meters down the beach and making its way back up towards the creek. So yeah, so we'll just have to be a little bit aware of crocodiles. Again, can't get away from these crocs. So anyway, we're going to have some lunch. Already had a cold beer, which was beautiful. Have some lunch, set the fishing gear up, and get ready for a fish this afternoon. So we're down here this afternoon, down on Bard Creek. The tide's on the way in, so we're hoping we'll get a fish. Lisa, so far, has got 3. Not that she's boasting at all, but she did go and put on her "I know I fish like a girl, try and keep up" shirt. So anyway, it's 3 against 1 so far. So fish is a fish. Size is not the prize. Fisherman's rules. Size is not the prize. Okay, well, give me the keys because I've snagged and lost my hook, so I've got to go and decent bait. Okay. And so endeth our first day down here at Barn Hill. Lovely day. Really lovely day. So we just got the camp set up here. We just got to cook some snags on the barbie, on the gas burner, and call it a night because there's not much else to do. But beautiful, such a beautiful place. No fish though. Lots of little grunters or something, I think they're called, but nothing decent. Anyway, time to get the snags out. Cooking sausages by the tyre, by the light of the hardcore magnetic light just stuck to the bumper. How cool is that? Works a treat. Yeah, unfortunately we just decided not to light the fire up because embers would be blowing everywhere, so just cooking sausages in our little Coles, what is it? Kmart, our little Kmart gas cooker. So we're on our way out of Bard Creek, bailed out early. The southeasterlies were howling this morning, so we had enough sand at our breakfast and a cup of tea. So on the road back towards Broome, which is not too bad. Not much pressure in the tyres, down to about 20 I think.
Listening to Sundays with Macca. Happy Father's Day.
Sundays with Macca. You cannot get better than that. A sandy cup of tea and a sandy bowl of cereal. Sundays with Macca. Driving at Kimberley Road.
Good morning, how are you going?
Airing up, almost on the main road. Trying to put some air back in the tyres. Looking forward to a coffee. Well, I don't think I ever got that coffee, to tell you the truth. So I might just wrap it up there. That's a quick look at our adventure coming back into WA. A little bit of a mechanical mishap out at Kununurra. And from here we actually did something that I reckon was the best value for money trip we've ever done, and it was the flight out of Derby to the horizontal falls and the overnight stay. And it was just amazing, and so I might do a separate video on that. There's a bit of interesting stuff there to see, but as I said, we reckon that this has got to be one of the best value for money trips that we've ever done. It wasn't cheap, but I'll run into those details when I do the next vid. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and from here we're heading down towards Ballara Station. In fact, we're here now at Ballara Station, and we're going to be doing the same as we did last year, doing a couple of weeks worth of work at the station just to sit out the school holidays. And then from there we've got another adventure that we'll tell you a little bit more about later on. So thanks for joining us again, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you later.